Me. Jokers to the left, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with these goons. Stuck in the middle with these goons.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Give me your name and badge number. Get back. Stop that music. I'm in a public place. I can film whatever I can see. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime.
Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato. This is the self-entitled Angry Vet. Now, my best information is that he's a legitimate veteran and allegedly worked in food services. You know, I have a lot of empathy for combat vets experiencing readjustment problems, and we'll leave it at that.
Looky. Just got out of jail again. Give you a guess of what happened. Baltimore County Police Department, Essex. I was arrested for, can't remember exactly what they changed it to, but she said I was being arrested for destruction of private property because I was spraying shaving cream on the sidewalk.
Kevin's been in and out of jail for some minor offenses like
destruction of private property.
And some others dealing with.
And this guy tells me that I was positive for marijuana, which is completely impossible. Haven't smoked in like 6 months. Yeah, I need a supervisor, please. Supervisor?
Regarding what?
Regarding this idiot that just walked in the door and treated me like human garbage. So we're here at Cecil County Sheriff's Department, corrections and intake and all that other crap where I got to take my test.
Okay, the backstory I got is this disabled vet, I say in quotation marks, is on probation for previously recording VA medical staff. So they allowed him into a diversion program contingent on him staying off drugs. So the disabled vet, again in quotation marks, is now complaining that during his mandatory piss test, some employee pissed him off. Just this week, our angry veteran was convicted of 3 felony counts. That's felony counts concerning secretly recording his VA visit. You know, to stay to the end to see the results of this. I mean, he's facing some serious time in prison. But let us watch the proof in the meantime.
Getting in my face like he was about to punch me, threatening me, just doing all kinds of stupid shit. Shouldn't even be here in the first damn place. Now I'm waiting for a supervisor. The lady wouldn't identify herself. They got me out of there. The one guy physically removed me from the building when I told him, I said, I'm not leaving until I put this drug test in the bag like I do every week. This shit ain't gonna fly. I guess I gotta go and take an independent drug test now, again.
The angry vet's been a victim several times. So the victim's in his car, about to leave, but he has some last words on victimhood.
The sheriff's department didn't want to screw with me. They refused service. So I started recording everybody's license plate.
That's not the only thing the angry vet was recording, which resulted in 3 felony convictions.
So I started recording everybody's license plate. The lieutenant tries to kick me off the property, says my business is done. That's all he wanted to do. And I basically, you know, in more words than one, Told him to pound sand.
Well, Kevin returns to the VA for a legitimate appointment, but is ejected. So I want you to listen to the following exchange at the VA and listen carefully where Kevin's aggressive ego incriminates himself.
So you're gonna deny me my appointment?
Well, the arrest warrant is more important right now.
The angry vet secretly videotaped conversations with his VA doctor and was charged with wiretapping. He knew that he was a wanted man.
From an undisclosed location. Apparently, the VA hospital has pressed charges against me. Yeah, I got a phone call while driving up the road today from the Cecil County Sheriff's Department. Told me I had a warrant for my arrest. So, yeah, that's that, you know. I am a wanted man right now. If I hadn't had my camera recording that interaction.
We just heard his confession that Kevin committed felony wiretap, but let's watch the evidence itself.
So you're refusing service?
I'm not refusing. You can do it.
Clearly, you're refusing service.
I cannot see you with your mask and nose not covered. As simple as that.
Yeah. What rule is that? Can you show me the rule? Get me the rule in writing. I want to see the rule that it has to be over.
The building outside where you entered. Do not enter the building without a mask.
No, that's not the rule. I'm talking about the law that states that I have to be I even have to be wearing this.
Yes.
Yeah. Show me that.
Yeah.
Show me that rule. Yep, show me that rule and the law. Hey, Doc, why don't you tell him my diagnosis that's right there on the computer right there? No, that doesn't matter. That doesn't. My chronic lung bronchitis diagnosis doesn't matter right now.
Kevin,
You telling me?
First off,
Tell him what medicine I'm on for it.
Kevin just committed felony wiretap. Kevin had his phone secreted as he recorded conversations with a nurse and a doctor.
If I hadn't had my camera recording that interaction, they definitely would have got away with not servicing me.
He knew that he was a wanted man. He knew that he had an arrest warrant out for him, but makes a VA appointment anyway. So this scene shouldn't be exactly a surprise to Kevin.
So do me a favor, can you just put your hands behind your back, please?
Can I give her my wallet and all my shit?
You might need it.
Are you saying that I'm going to be bailed out today, or what?
That's up to the court, sir.
This is such bullshit. So what I don't understand is you are charging me with state charges, but yet you're arresting me on federal
It's
property.
called the Simulating Crimes Act, sir.
Let me explain this one. I was a federal agent who worked with local police many times. This allowed us to charge suspects either with the state or the federal government.
Is that right?
Yes. Meaning if we, say if we have federal charges, and then say the federal don't take it, we can charge state.
What are you arresting me for?
Well, when you go to the station, I'll tell you the charges.
You got to tell me now, bud. You need to tell me what I'm being arrested for. You know this.
Auditors believe a lot of myths about law enforcement. At this point in the program, it's sufficient to say we have an arrest warrant for you. End of story. This statement ends any and all conversation. There's no need to show any paperwork. There's no need to discuss the weather or if the Philadelphia Eagles got robbed in the Super Bowl. You're going to jail.
Tell me what I'm being. Tell me what I'm being. So then this is retaliation. Then
it's not retaliation.
Yeah, it is. I mean.
Okay. Well, you have a right to opinion. I'm not going to argue with you, man.
I don't want to argue either. But tell me what I'm being arrested for.
You're in violation of a federal crime of videotaping and audio taping without people's consent,
A federal crime.
which is start charging with our state as well.
You know, we see a lot of auditors getting arrested, but wiretapping is a serious felony. And I'll discuss what kind of time Kevin's looking at in a moment.
So do me a favor, can you just turn around and just put your hands behind your back so we can just get this out the way, okay?
But how long is this going to take, man?
Look,
What is your name?
my name is Sergeant McLean.
McLean
Yeah.
2092? McLean 2092 and...
Officer Johnson, 3851.
This is ridiculous. Ow, ow, ow. You got it all fucking wrong,
I'm
bro.
gonna adjust it, I'll adjust it. I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm not trying to hurt you.
W. Farah?
Yes, sir. You remember me?
Yeah, I'm sure you've been called on me before. Yeah. And what'd you tell me? You told me that it was legal to record. Didn't you?
I told you that?
Yeah, you did.
This is actually a pretty sneaky legal defense by Kevin. He can use this in court that he had permission from this police officer to film. The weird thing is, it could actually work, but he didn't have permission, as you'll see the police officer deny it.
Didn't you?
I told you that?
Yeah, you did.
You wasn't recording when you was in Building 80.
I wasn't?
Yes, sir.
Really?
You don't remember me from Building 80?
Yeah. And you said I wasn't breaking the law
You wasn't
by
recording.
recording. Oh, yes, I was.
Busted. Kevin should really remain silent at this point because it appears that he just admitted to recording previous conversations with this police officer and is about to hand over the evidence of these potential recordings to the cops.
I have a warrant. I have a warrant for his arrest.
I don't give a That's a warrant for my arrest,
I have a warrant for his arrest.
not my phone.
Okay.
Get the
As far as
warrant
evidence.
for my phone. Get the warrant for my fucking phone, and then you can have my phone. You have a warrant for my arrest, not my phone.
You know, legally, Kevin's partially correct, but he must have missed the entire legal lecture on search and seizure. The police must get a warrant to view any information on Kevin's phone. But they can seize the phone now to prevent any potential destruction of evidence by Kevin's wife. So they can take the phone now, legally.
You have a warrant for my arrest, not my
Can you
phone.
hand me the phone, please?
You better not fucking do it. You better not fucking do it. You better not fucking do it.
On September 6, 2024, which is the day I'm recording this, Judge Keith Brains pronounced Kevin guilty of felony wiretap, occurring on January 30th and 31st of 2023. I believe there's 3 separate counts, and each count carries a 5-year penalty. Now, the courts generally don't run them consecutively, so he won't be getting 15 years, in my opinion. But Kevin, in all likelihood, will get 5 years. But he can get time off for good behavior if he behaves well in prison, and that's a big maybe. Now, Kevin initially pled not guilty, even though he posted the evidence against him on YouTube. We have a rocket scientist here. In some ways, I feel sorry for Kevin. He is a veteran, and I think he's his own worst enemy. Hopefully, some jail time will push him back on the straight and narrow, but I doubt that. Well, that's my take on it. What's yours? The John Ligato Show is being brought to you from just outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like the show, please subscribe and like and pass the word. Semper Fidelis.